Wait, before we go in, let's take a look around the house. Nah, just kidding. Let's go in and take a look at what we got to work with. So there I was, waiting and waiting and waiting. All day long, just waiting for the title agency to give me a call and tell me that the sellers have come in, they've signed all the paperwork, the title's ready for me, and I've got keys down there waiting. And it didn't happen. And it didn't happen, and it didn't happen, and it didn't happen. Finally, I run in there to the office, or I get ahead of myself. I called in. They told me that everything would be ready. They're just waiting on the stuff to go through the computer systems, yada, yada, yada. And everything will be ready for me at 4 when I told them I would be coming by. I come in there, I talk to the seller, Ken, who is a wonderfully nice gentleman, and got the keys, got the title, got all the paperwork done, and now we get to go through the house. House was originally built in 1942. At some point it had an addition done to it. You can see where they remodeled at least once in there, a bathroom. Brantley's making fun of my wallpaper. Now I had to kick the kids out just so I could give a proper little show and tell of the place. But got everything, got over to the house, and was just so excited to do something to get started, because my wife is living back in the Phoenix metro area. She's over 3 hours away from me with 4 of my kids. I'm in southern Arizona with my 4 older kids. And I hate it. I hate being away from her and all those little rugrats, for a week at a time, and only get to spend a few hours, a weekend together. It's just not enough. So being able to have the house, have the property, have electricity running, to have the water or the well pumping, is music to my ears, because now I just have a little bit of stuff to do to get her here with the kids. The biggest thing that I need to do is get the kitchen done. We've got to get this kitchen remodeled. There's 10 of us. And that kitchen will simply not work with the amount of kids that my wife and I have. The house has good bones. I think. I think. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath. Although 2 of the bedrooms are only 8 feet wide by, I don't know, maybe 11 feet long. One of the bathrooms is so small that I don't know that I could even fit in it. But I'm gonna try. The plan here is to get the house somewhat livable for us. And then in a few years, a year from now, I don't know, to go off the front of the house and build a big, beautiful master suite and build a great room for our family to live in. But for right now, what I need to do is tear apart the kitchen that's there. There's a wall that separates that living room from the kitchen, and that wall's coming down. I wasn't sure I could even do that until I looked up here into the attic and saw that it's got a false roof. This house was built in 1942, like I said, so it's all conventional truss, which means the trusses sit on everything except in this aspect. They built a false roof. So I could even raise that roof up. Oh shoot, I think it was like 14 inches or something. Alright, so once again, there I was. I step out the front door and I walk around the corner and there's a snake. So I didn't know what it was at first. All I'm thinking about is all the snakes that I've seen in the roads, the rattlesnakes and everything else. So I do one of these. Ah! And my little boy, my noodle, comes out running outside. Dad, what's going on? And he wants to check it all out. And so he holds it and plays with it. The problem is, all my tools are back in Mesa. So until the trailer shows up, I get nothing. Except for a couple of big strong hands and a couple of feet and a couple of shovels. So this is what I get to do. You know what I just realized? My wife bought me these mask things. She told me I had to wear them. I think I might get in trouble when she sees this video.